Do you ever feel that constant worry about your blood sugar levels? That nagging feeling that every meal is a balancing act? A tightrope walk between what you love and what you know is good for you. It's a reality for so many of us, especially as we get a little older. Or when we're managing conditions like diabetes, the fatigue, the blurry vision, the neuropathy. These aren't just symptoms. They're daily challenges that can feel overwhelming, taking away our joy and making simple pleasures feel like distant memories. You might feel trapped, thinking that medication is your only path, or that you have to give up all the foods you enjoy. But what if I told you that one of the most powerful tools for managing your blood sugar isn't found in a pill bottle, but right in your own kitchen? It's true. The secret to naturally supporting healthy blood sugar levels lies in the incredible power of everyday vegetables. And today, we're going to uncover some truly remarkable ones. In this video, we're going to dive deep into 5 humble, yet incredibly potent, vegetables that can naturally help lower blood sugar, making a real difference for diabetics and seniors alike. We'll explore how they work, how you can easily add them into your daily meals, and why they are so vital for your well-being. Get ready to discover simple, delicious ways to reclaim control over your health. And make sure you watch right to the very end, because I have something to share that I truly believe will surprise and delight you. So, let's begin our journey with the first powerhouse on our list, a leafy green that's probably already in your fridge: spinach. Now, you might think of spinach as just a healthy side dish, but for managing blood sugar, it's an absolute superstar. What makes spinach so special? Well, it's incredibly low in carbohydrates, meaning it won't cause those dreaded blood sugar spikes that higher carb foods do. But that's just the beginning. Spinach is absolutely packed with fiber, both soluble and insoluble. This fiber acts like a gentle internal broom, slowing down the absorption of sugar into your bloodstream. Imagine your digestive system as a busy highway. When you eat something sugary, it's like traffic suddenly speeding up. Fiber, especially the soluble kind, is like a speed bump, ensuring a much smoother, more controlled release of glucose, preventing those sudden surges that put a strain on your pancreas. Beyond fiber, spinach is a fantastic source of magnesium, a mineral that plays a crucial role in over 300 bodily functions, including glucose metabolism. Many people, especially as they get older, are actually deficient in magnesium, and this deficiency can directly impact how well your body uses insulin. Insulin, as you know, is the key that unlocks your cells to let sugar in for energy. If your insulin isn't working efficiently, sugar builds up in your blood. By boosting your magnesium intake with spinach, you're essentially helping that key fit better into the lock, making your cells more responsive to insulin. Think of it as tuning up your body's sugar handling machinery. Then there are the antioxidants in spinach, like lutein and zeaxanthin, which help reduce oxidative stress and inflammation, issues that are often elevated in people with diabetes and can worsen insulin resistance. By calming inflammation, spinach contributes to a healthier environment for your cells to function optimally. Now, how can you easily bring more spinach into your daily life? The beauty of spinach is its versatility. You can sneak it into almost anything. A simple way is to add a handful or two to your morning smoothie. You won't even taste it much, especially if you blend it with some berries or a banana. For lunch, swap out your usual lettuce for a generous bed of fresh spinach in your salad. It holds up well to dressings and adds a lovely earthy flavor. If you're making scrambled eggs or an omelet, wilt a good amount of spinach in the pan first. It cooks down surprisingly small and adds incredible nutrients without adding many calories. For dinner, consider adding it to soups, stews, or pasta sauces in the last few minutes of cooking. It wilts quickly, so just a minute or two is all it needs. You can even saute it lightly with a touch of garlic and olive oil for a delicious and quick side dish. I know a gentleman, John, who used to struggle terribly with his post-meal blood sugar numbers. He started adding a cup of sauteed spinach to his dinner almost every night. And within a few weeks, he told me he felt noticeably more energetic, and his morning readings were consistently better. It's those small, consistent changes that truly add up. Moving on from our leafy green friend, let's talk about our second incredible vegetable for blood sugar management: broccoli. This cruciferous powerhouse often gets a bad rap, but it's truly one of the most beneficial foods you can eat, especially for blood sugar. The magic in broccoli largely comes from a compound called sulforaphane. This is a potent antioxidant and anti-inflammatory agent that has been extensively studied for its ability to improve insulin sensitivity. Think of sulforaphane as a tiny little engineer that helps repair and maintain your body's cellular machinery, making sure your insulin receptors are open and ready to receive glucose. For someone with insulin resistance, this is huge. It means your body doesn't have to work as hard to get sugar out of your bloodstream and into your cells where it belongs, just like spinach. Broccoli is also packed with fiber, which we now know is fantastic for stabilizing blood sugar. But it also contains chromium, another trace mineral that works hand in hand with insulin to process carbohydrates, while you can get chromium from other sources. Getting it naturally from whole foods like broccoli ensures your body can absorb and utilize it effectively. And don't forget the rich array of vitamins and minerals like vitamin C and vitamin K, which support overall health and reduce the risk of diabetes complications. How do you make broccoli a regular part of your diet in an enjoyable way? Roasting is one of the best methods. Toss florets with a little olive oil, salt, and pepper, and roast them in the oven until they're tender, crisp, and slightly caramelized. The heat brings out a wonderful nutty flavor that even broccoli skeptics often enjoy. Steaming is another excellent option. Just be careful not to overcook it, or it can become mushy and lose some of its vibrant color and nutrients. A light steam followed by a squeeze of lemon juice or a sprinkle of nutritional yeast can make it very appealing. You can also chop it finely and add it to stir fries, casseroles, or even incorporate it into homemade chicken or vegetable broth for an extra nutritional boost. One of my viewers, Margaret, shared with me how she started adding roasted broccoli to her weekly meal prep, and she found it surprisingly satisfying. She even told me her afternoon energy slumps virtually disappeared because her blood sugar was much more stable throughout the day. It's not just about managing numbers, it's about feeling better, having more energy, and truly enjoying your days. Now that we've explored the wonders of spinach and broccoli, let's continue our journey into more incredible vegetables that can naturally support your blood sugar levels and bring you greater vitality. So, we've covered 2 incredible greens. And now we're ready to dive into our third powerful vegetable that often gets overlooked but deserves a prime spot in your diet for blood sugar control: green beans. These long, slender pods are not only delicious but also packed with benefits that are particularly helpful for diabetics and seniors aiming to keep their glucose levels steady. What makes green beans so effective? Much like our other champions, they are remarkably high in dietary fiber and incredibly low in digestible carbohydrates. This combination is precisely what we want for blood sugar stability. The fiber content in green beans helps slow down the rate at which glucose enters your bloodstream after a meal. It creates a sort of gentle resistance in your digestive tract, preventing those rapid spikes that are so damaging over time. Beyond fiber, green beans also offer a decent amount of plant-based protein for a vegetable, which, when combined with fiber, contributes to greater satiety and can help prevent overeating. Another crucial aspect of blood sugar management. When you feel full and satisfied from nutrient-dense foods, you're less likely to reach for unhealthy snacks that can send your sugar soaring. They also contain a good array of vitamins like vitamin K, vitamin C, and some B vitamins, along with minerals such as manganese and potassium, all of which contribute to overall metabolic health. Think of green beans as a quiet, consistent helper in your fight for stable blood sugar. They may not be as flashy as some other superfoods, but their consistent performance makes them invaluable. Incorporating green beans into your meals is wonderfully simple. They are fantastic steamed until just tender crisp, then tossed with a little olive oil and a pinch of salt and pepper. You can also roast them in the oven alongside some chicken or fish, which really brings out their natural sweetness. They make a fantastic addition to stir fries, adding a satisfying crunch and a burst of green goodness. Some people enjoy them in casseroles, although be mindful of high-carb additions like cream of mushroom soup if you're watching your sugar. A simpler, healthier alternative is a quick sauté with garlic and slivered almonds. My neighbor, Sarah, absolutely loves her green beans this way. She told me she used to dread checking her sugar after dinner, but since adding a generous serving of green beans and other fiber-rich veggies, she feels much more in control and less anxious about her readings. It just goes to show how simple food choices can profoundly impact our peace of mind. Next up, let's turn our attention to another leafy giant, one that has truly earned its superfood status: kale. Kale is an absolute nutritional powerhouse, and its benefits for blood sugar management are nothing short of impressive. Like spinach, kale is incredibly low in calories and carbohydrates, yet bursting with fiber. This potent fiber content helps slow down digestion and carbohydrate absorption, leading to a more gradual rise in blood sugar. But kale's power doesn't stop there. It's loaded with antioxidants like quercetin and camphorol, which have been shown to have protective effects against type 2 diabetes and its complications. These antioxidants help reduce inflammation and oxidative stress, which are often elevated in individuals with diabetes and can worsen insulin resistance. By fighting inflammation, kale helps create a healthier environment for your cells to respond effectively to insulin. Furthermore, kale is an excellent source of vitamin K, vitamin C, and a good amount of magnesium, all contributing to overall metabolic health and potentially improving insulin sensitivity. Think of kale as a shield, protecting your body from some of the cellular damage that can contribute to blood sugar imbalances, while also providing the foundational nutrients to help your system function more smoothly. It's not just about managing symptoms. It's about empowering your body to heal and function better from the inside out. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, kale, isn't that a bit tough or bitter? And you're right. If not prepared properly, it can be. But there are wonderful ways to enjoy kale. One popular method is to massage it. Yes, you heard me right. Take your washed kale, remove the tough stems, and finely chop the leaves. Then, drizzle a tiny bit of olive oil over it and use your hands to gently massage it for a minute or two. This breaks down the tough cell walls, making it much softer and less bitter. Perfect for salads. You can also make delicious kale chips by tossing it with a little olive oil and salt, then baking until crispy. They make a fantastic healthy snack. Kale is also wonderful added to soups, stews, or chili. It wilts beautifully and adds a huge nutritional punch without altering the flavor too much. Just add it towards the end of cooking. My cousin, who was quite skeptical about kale, found that adding a handful to her morning scrambled eggs or an afternoon smoothie was an effortless way to boost her nutrient intake. She says she feels more sustained and has fewer cravings for sugary treats throughout the day. Finally, we arrive at our fifth and perhaps most unique vegetable on the list, one that might surprise you, especially if you haven't tried it much: okra. Yes, okra, often associated with Southern cuisine, is an absolute secret weapon for blood sugar management. Its superstar quality lies in its remarkable soluble fiber content, particularly something called mucilage. When okra is cooked, this mucilage creates a gel-like substance. Now, I know some people find this slimminess a bit off-putting, but trust me, it's precisely what makes okra so powerful for your blood sugar. This mucilage forms a viscous gel in your digestive tract that effectively slows down the absorption of sugar from the food you eat. Imagine trying to run through thick mud. That's what sugar faces when it encounters okra's mucilage. This dramatically reduces the speed at which glucose enters your bloodstream, preventing those sharp spikes and helping to maintain much more stable blood sugar levels. Beyond this unique fiber, okra also contains various antioxidants and compounds that may further support blood sugar control and offer anti-inflammatory benefits. It's truly a marvel of nature's pharmacy. So, how do you get this incredible vegetable into your diet without encountering too much of the slime if you're not a fan? Roasting is probably the most popular and delicious method. Cut okra pods in half lengthwise. Toss with a little olive oil, salt, and pepper, and roast at a high temperature until tender and slightly browned. The roasting process helps minimize the sliminess significantly. Grilling is another fantastic option. You can also sauté it with other vegetables or add it to stews and gumbos, where the mucilage actually acts as a natural thickener. Many people find that once they get past any initial apprehension, the subtle, sweet flavor of okra is quite enjoyable. I once met a fellow who had been told he was pre-diabetic, and he shared how adding roasted okra to his dinner several times a week made a noticeable difference in his morning fasting numbers. He said it was a simple change, but it gave him the confidence that he was actively doing something positive for his health. Now that we've explored these 5 truly remarkable vegetables: spinach, broccoli, green beans, kale, and okra, let's bring it all together and talk about how these simple food choices can truly transform your health journey. We've journeyed through the incredible world of these 5 simple yet profoundly impactful vegetables, and I hope you're feeling as inspired as I am about the power they hold for your health. We started by understanding how versatile spinach, with its rich fiber and magnesium, can help calm those blood sugar surges. Then we saw how broccoli, bursting with sulforaphane and chromium, can enhance your body's insulin sensitivity. We explored the quiet strength of green beans, offering consistent fiber and low carbs to keep things steady. We also uncovered the superfood status of kale, a true champion for its dense nutrition and powerful antioxidants that fight inflammation. And finally, we looked at the unique magic of okra, with its special mucilage that effectively slows down sugar absorption. Each of these vegetables, in its own way, offers a natural, delicious path to better blood sugar management, leading to more energy, less worry, and a greater sense of well-being. Remember, managing your blood sugar isn't about deprivation or complex diets. It's about making smart, sustainable choices that nourish your body. It's about empowering yourself with knowledge, and then taking small, consistent steps. You don't have to overhaul your entire kitchen overnight. Start with just one of these vegetables. Try adding a handful of spinach to your eggs in the morning, or roasting a batch of broccoli for your dinners this week. Perhaps you'll experiment with some green beans as a side, or try a simple massaged kale salad. Maybe you'll even be adventurous and give roasted okra a try. Each time you choose one of these vibrant foods, you're making a powerful statement to your body. I care about you, and I'm giving you the best fuel to thrive. It's often the small, steady efforts that create the biggest, most lasting changes in our lives. Think of it like tending a garden. You plant the seeds, you water them consistently, and over time, you see the beautiful results. Your health journey is no different. Every healthy choice you make is a seed planted, growing towards a future where you feel more energetic, more vibrant, and more in control of your health. Don't be discouraged if you don't see immediate drastic changes. Consistency is key. Your body is incredibly resilient and responsive, and with the right support, it can achieve amazing things. This isn't just about numbers on a glucose meter. It's about reclaiming your vitality, enjoying your meals without anxiety, and having the energy to do all the things you love. Whether that's spending time with grandchildren, pursuing a beloved hobby, or simply enjoying a peaceful walk, I truly believe that what we put into our bodies is one of the most significant factors in our overall health and happiness. Especially as we navigate the golden years, these vegetables aren't just food. They're medicine, they're fuel, and they're a celebration of nature's bounty. They offer a pathway to feeling better, living with more zest, and reducing the risks associated with high blood sugar. Imagine waking up feeling refreshed, without that lingering sugar fog. Imagine enjoying your meals, knowing you're nourishing your body, not burdening it. This is the promise that incorporating more of these amazing vegetables can hold for you. And now for that surprise I promised you at the beginning. You might have thought we'd cover all 5 of these vegetables in depth today, but the real surprise is how truly accessible and delicious incorporating them into your daily life can be. Many people expect complex solutions, but the truth is, the most powerful changes often come from the simplest, most natural sources. The surprise isn't a hidden trick or a magic pill. It's the profound effectiveness of these everyday foods, often right within reach, and how much positive impact they can have on your blood sugar, your energy, and your overall sense of well-being without any complicated methods. It's the realization that true power lies in the simple, consistent choices you make every single day. The surprise is that real health transformations are within your grasp, not through fads or extremes, but through the gentle, nourishing power of plants. It's the delightful discovery that eating well can be both incredibly effective and incredibly enjoyable. What are your favorite ways to enjoy these vegetables? Or perhaps you have another vegetable that you found incredibly helpful for managing your blood sugar. I'd love to hear your experiences and tips in the comments section below. Your insights could be incredibly valuable to someone else watching this video. And if you found this video helpful, if it sparked a new idea or gave you a fresh perspective, please give it a thumbs up. That tells YouTube that this content is helpful and allows more people to discover it. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on our future videos, where we'll continue to explore simple, practical ways to live your best life at every age. Thank you so much for watching. And remember, every step you take towards a healthier you is a step towards a happier, more vibrant future. Live your best life at every age.